I had a client who came to me because her content wasn't working and she couldn't figure out why. She was so good at what she did and she was very confident in her work and she wasn't afraid of speaking. She just couldn't get her audience to see it somehow. She couldn't communicate her value. She had tried different types of content and even worked with a content coach. She tried different strategies, different messaging, but somehow things weren't working. So we started digging a little deeper on what was going on. And after a few sessions, I started to notice something. Under everything, all the work that she was doing, all her messaging, her content, and how she was communicating with her audience, there was a huge amount of unresolved resentment. Now, she didn't know this was happening, but subconsciously, this resentment was showing up in the way she was communicating. And when we went through her life story, all of this started to fall into place. It started making sense. She had spent most of her life not being taken seriously and being overlooked. She had always watched other people get chosen over her, and she always felt like she was fighting to get the same kind of attention and recognition that other people got very easily. So while she was so good at what she did, in her content she was trying to say, here's how I can help you. But instead, it was coming across as, I can't believe I have to convince you that I'm good enough. Why do I always have to fight for people's attention? The energy behind her content was so frustrated, defensive, almost confrontational. And it wasn't just the words themselves, but how she was saying them, the tone, the structure of her sentences. It was almost as if she was asking them to validate her instead of inviting them to trust her. But the thing is, she didn't need validation. She already knew how good she was. She just wanted the other people to see that value in her. So we overhauled everything. We completely changed her positioning. So instead of trying to prove herself, she started showing up as a mentor, someone who guides, someone who teaches, someone who understands exactly where her audience is and wants to show them the way forward. So her content went from, do you see how valuable I am, to this is what is possible for you. That's the thing. Most people think that personal branding is just about saying the right words, but most of the time, it's about healing the person who is saying them.